So now that I'm in charge of my fantastic communist dictatorship, oh, I feel like the secretary indeed, looking after my empire. Look at all these cards. Oh my god, between the Owls of Minerva and some of the wonders I've picked up, this is silly. We have got a 5-year plan indeed. We have a little bit of an agenda that we are now pushing to. Firstly, the railroad that I've put down is pathetic. You know, here at Ursa Incorporated, beautiful, perfect communist utopia? Oh my god, already the wording is gone. I need a railroad fit for a communist king. I need to be able to spread this railroad around this entire continent at the very least, because I need as many internal routes as I can. And don't forget, railroads increase the range of internal trade routes. Plus, I need to be able to hook up to as many of the harbours that I'm building around as well, so that my trade routes can then skip to other continents such as these glorious places, and I can start to spread as many routes from Hungry Town as possible, because don't forget, we have the 3 important aims here. We've got food growth, we've got housing, and we've got amenities. Now, quite frankly, housing is hilariously under control. That is not a problem for us at the moment. Amenities as well, you can see, well, not only am I building spies in multiple cities, and they're all going to flood into Hungry Town and locally and internally spy, because don't forget, I'm indoctrinated. I'm a communist indoctrinated. I mean, I don't know how this is all working. It's like a secret society within a communist dictatorship, but it's great and I love it, whatever this is. And I'm getting amenities from that. I'm also picking up a ton of amenities from religions now. I've got 2 spies and 4 religions, so that's 6 extra amenities. It means I'm ecstatic, and I haven't got a single luxury resource utilised yet. And that's great, because if we actually look at how many resources I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to Thurs with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 luxuries available to me. That's another 28 population that could be put into Hungry Town, and still you would be ecstatic. So that's great. But I am, however, going to switch around Magnus into Hungry Town. Now that we've got to this point, we're on 329 science and 460 culture. We are clearly in the ascendant position. We don't need to worry about that so much anymore. So I'm actually going to put, Jeddah is a nice population, 12 city. Sao Paulo is 11. Should we go Sao Paulo? I think they've got a theatre square, haven't they? Whereas Jeddah, I think, is not the best city. Although it does have a campus, so you know what? Actually, I am going to put that there. The reason for Magnus is quite simple. Plus 20% growth in the city. That makes a big difference when you've already got 111 food coming in. Admittedly, 30 of that is from growth. So it's about 80 food per turn increase at the moment. But that's only going to go up. And another 16 on top of that means that Magnus will be flooding the city in. Later, I might end up getting Liang in, because the waterworks would give even more housing from every neighbourhood district I've got. That is wonderful. My next priority is combined arms. I want to be heading down here because I need as many aircraft carriers as I can so that I can build a navy and an air force fit to destroy Mali. They are really the only sort of serious competition I've got in the game at the moment. 47 techs for me and 49 techs. They are the only people that may end up trying to go to space. We have to be a little bit careful of that as a situation. We should be able to keep it under control, but we can't let them get too close. Speaking of that, we need to keep an eye on the victory tree. As you can see, I am in the lead of diplomatic, but I've only got 5 points at the moment. That is good. The World Congress votes will be flooding in soon though. We're at turn 192, and that's going to start to only get worse. Religious and domination victories we have already ruled out. Nobody will be able to get one of these because nobody will be strong enough. And science victory, I think I can stop with nukes. So it's diplomatic and culture that we need to worry about. And culture is a little bit concerning because I am starting to pick up tourists. Mansa Musa is the only person here. The only person that could actually stop a tourist victory. And with 272 tourism per turn, it's already getting a little bit high. So I'm going to engage on actually a campaign of tourism reduction. That's right, I'm going to actually start to ship away my great works. Now this feels a little bit strange, but I mean, when you think about it, it kind of makes sense. I want to get rid of as much tourism as I can, and for 29 gold per turn, that's pretty good. Saying that though, I want to get as much of the upfront gold as I can at this point because I would rather be able to walk away with something if they do decide to go to war with me, which is quite clearly going to happen. Although saying that, if I do this and I'll say I'm going to give you some luxuries, because clearly you want luxuries, because everyone wants my luxuries. Oh yeah, look at that. We can actually take everything from Brazil. That is a deal that I enjoy. So we're going to go around. I'm going to make peace with as many people as I can, like Arabia. There's no need to go to war with them. They already are a small puppet state that I pity. And as you see, I can start shipping great works off to them as well. I need my tourism as low as possible, because tourism will be an issue once I start building more of these national parks. These are going to be everywhere because I need the amenities, and that means a lot of tourism coming from Hungry Town. We got to be a little bit careful of that. I mean, look, this thing is already producing +1. Maybe actually I should start removing forests or putting mines around them. I don't know, to lower the appeal. It's something to consider. I think we can manage this, but it is something that we probably should consider at some point. There we go. We actually have managed to get rid of one of our epics to Germany. That is good, because the epics were definitely giving me more tourism than I wanted, because the reliquaries is an unfortunate byproduct of one of these religions. Here we go. Zoroastrianism, which is clearly how that's pronounced. And as you can see, I have 4 religions in the city now, of which that is one of them. It's giving me too much tourism. We are keeping that under advisory situation right now. We've got Islam, Catholicism, Judaism, Zoroastrianism. I did see a Buddhist apostle over here. You need to get to my capital quick, because not only have I not got Buddhism in my capital, but Buddhism is Feed the World. I like Feed the World. That would be at least 6 food and 4 housing to my capital. Seeing as I've got so much gold per turn coming in though, I am going to switch levy en masse. Quite a useful skill in normal situations, but not for me because I'm brilliant. For Total War. Because Total War gives me back the pillaging that I have just become so fond of. Especially when there is a privateer armada. There's Istanbul, by the way, the capital, that I can just go nomp and nom 267 science from. It's pretty wonderful, really. Ideally, if I can avoid environmentalism for as long as possible, that would be amazing, because then I don't need to worry about getting extra tourism. I'm just trying to think of what else would be good there. International Space Agency would be pretty nice as a pickup. So let's head down in this direction. Everybody's pillaging though. Do I want to actually pillage with that cavalry? Probably not actually, cause I've got bombards and things that have got a busy job to do. Look at that total wall damage. I thought that was already totally destroyed anyway. There's the bomber in. That means we can now nab Heh. Delightfully named Heh. Absolutely love it. Okay, cool. And actually, yeah, this is Buddhism, so maybe I can ship Buddhism back myself now. There's no need to even wait. I found Mali's army, by the way. I've picked up a bomber in these in this area, but yeah, there's a lot of them. Never mind. I think if I got Renaissance walls in that city? No, only medieval. Dear oh dear, I need to start building some Renaissance walls. It's a good thing I can do that, actually, with faith. Gonna finally get around to building an entertainment complex in my capital. That will help just to keep the amenities nice and high. We're down to a measly +4. Dear oh dear, that needs to improve. There we go, I can actually make peace with Nubia as well, and give them an epic. It lowers my tourism and gives me the peace that I actually crave, so that's pretty good. In the meantime as well, I've just made peace with the Ottomans. I've seized Ursa from them as part of the trade deal. And now, I left Erdene quite deliberately because I did notice they've got some epics that they can sort of put there, so I can give them a couple more epics. Look at this. This is a trade deal that maybe they'll want. 64 gold per turn. Yes, it is. So I'm now shipping all of my... Look at this. All of my great works are now pretty much gone. In fact, they are now gone. I've just got one. One in Heh. Yes, I know I've taken a culture and a faith hit from that, but as I say, it's just to stop me getting a cultural victory. That is the most important thing here. So it's just Mali I'm at war with now. Just Mali. That's a little bit more acceptable. I can deal with that. That's fine. Because they're not very strong. Plus I've got bombers now, so I can just destroy all their siege equipment. Just please go away. It's Eiffel. I need him because I want the Eiffel Tower. So we're going to keep an eye on him. I'm just also now keeping an eye on great people generally, specifically the engineers. I need all the engineers I can get my hands on. Oh, Mali appears to have quite a few cities on the coast. which is very exciting. And none of them have walls, which is even more exciting. So, yeah, we've got some fun to have here. I'm just sending my navy over just to sort of bother them a bit. Here we go. The next national park in my capital is delightfully created. Overtop a lot of this wonder, actually. Not bad at all. It's just the ability to get rid of all of the pins. Oh, it's delightful. Right, once I reset everything around here, I'm hoping the amenities will tell me some more delightful news very soon. There's so many harbours around here, but nothing to actually pillage. This is shameful. What are you doing, Marley? Come on, sort yourself out. Checking in for my cities, like you can see, Nippur has the most production outside my capital. Can this actually build the Statue of Liberty? No, there's no flat land. I think it was Uruk was next, wasn't it? So, can you build it? Yes, Eiffel Tower, done. Okay, right, we need to just flood this city with production now. You get rid of the military engineers. Yes, I'm building those. Those are great. But I need to be able to build the Eiffel Tower. That's so important. Right, go and make another mine there. That'll shave a few turns off. Lovely. The Eiffel Tower is really, really important because all tiles in my civilization gain 2 appeal. That means all of my neighborhoods in my capital are going to gain a lot more housing because they'll all be breathtaking. See? He's got a plan. So look, I'm starting to get a lot of gold per turn now. So there we go. Look, Eiffel has been bought. But I'm looking for engineers that give amenities. So James Watt is useful, but he's not who I'm after. You could say he's not what I'm looking for. No? No? Oh, come on. Come on. Don't mind me, Mansa Musa. I'm just going to steal this city-state from you in the middle of the war. Oh no, what a shame. Oh, your army's really exposed now. So this is really good. Look at this. I get 60% more rewards for plundering trade routes. Well, if you hadn't noticed, there are some big Mali trade routes here. 1,248 gold per turn. Or just gold, sorry, just for plundering that one. That's pretty good. I've got another 1,000 gold over there. Just saving up this gold because I'm buying every great engineer in the game at the moment. Not bad for me. Marley, please stop sending me trade routes that I can just plunder. I mean, actually, don't stop that because it's feeding my entire empire at the moment. Okay, great engineer. Oh, the city provides appeal. That is a good one as well. I'm just still saving up gold for it. Actually, look, these have just got a lot harder to get, actually. So, great engineers are really coming through for me now. 8 amenities in my capital. Beautifully ecstatic. Very nice indeed. I'm not going anywhere near a tourism victory as well. Mali's culture is still crazy high, so all we need to do is just keep an eye on the old science game and just make sure that they're not, you know, racing to Mars or anything silly, but if we can avoid that, then we are under control thus far. Eiffel's going to be totally exhausted. How many times do you use Eiffel on the Eiffel Tower? Like, I feel I do this most games. It's almost like the game is programmed to produce him around about the same time as you're likely to unlock the Eiffel Tower. Too suspiciously close, in my opinion. Too close. Oh, the barbarians are engaging me in naval combat. You know, this would be fun if they had any ability whatsoever, but unfortunately, yeah, I've just dismantled them in about a turn. It's quite fun. This little army, this armada, is just making its way over to Mali really slowly, and I'm just pillaging every barbarian camp on the way. I've made a good 2,000 gold or so at the moment. This frigate he just actually plundered a canal. I don't think that's how that should work, because now he's kind of stuck there maybe, but you know, I'll take it while I can. I've gone all the way over to Timbuktu with Beowulf. Beowulf and Himiko. It's the most amazingly fun combo you'll ever see. Oh, there's a canal here, there's a mine here, there's loads of stuff to pillage. Oh, what a day out. Hey, here we go. One of the trade routes just came through, and suddenly I can now send all of my trade routes out of my capital way out. Yeah, like actually, if I just show you one of these routes, you can see, I think the trade route was now to Damascus, so I can now sail from Damascus, which is brilliant. Oh, for you, because I'd actually run out of trade routes, both externally and internally, which was just the most ridiculous situation ever. But no, now we have this sorted, and we can start to send some traders in from our capital. Delightful. We've actually got loads and loads of different spies in our capital now. We've got 8 amenities coming in. of which 6 are from national parks, 4 from religion, 5 from entertainment. I believe spires give entertainment luxuries. So yeah, and look at this. I think I've just actually told my cities to build about 3 lighthouses this turn as well, which is just wonderful. I'm saving up my god. I'm trying not to spend too much of it actually in one go. I would quite prefer to actually be able to spend it on great engineers. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if I put my industrial zone on this tile, that's a good one actually, because then that will give the bonus to my capital when it's done. And in the meantime, there is the Eiffel Tower. It's only recently I've actually started watching these animations because they are so cool. Like, I just skip through them half the time because I've seen them like 9 million times, but the amount of animation effort they've gone into, all the stages there of the graphics of it just being built up, and then it goes to night and it's all lit and lovely. In fact, actually, it's beautiful. And more importantly, when we go to appeal, look at this. The appeal of my capital is now a lot higher than once it was, so that is fantastic. Well done, Urk. You've done a good job. I'm very proud of you. So you can see Hungry Town is now growing every 2 turns. It's turn 201 and I'm only at 24 pop, but this is where we start to accelerate. Growth every 2 turns is an amazing deal for me. That's really, really, really good. Got to keep an eye on that. Got to keep the amenities high, got to keep the housing high. I think amenities are going to be fine. Housing's going to be fine, but we just need to keep on top of that. Sir, you know when you said build a railway on a tile? Well, there wasn't any surrounding railway on any of the other tiles. So we downed the pub, we had a thought about it, put our heads together. Was that what you wanted? Just a circle like that? Yep, oh, yep, no, oh, sorry. We just thought that would be a good idea. Why would you do that? Why would you not do that? Actually, why can't we have more railway circles everywhere? Oh, the mind boggles. Keep forgetting about the shopping mall, actually. That's 2 amenities when powered. That's really good. I'll just have to quickly think about getting that one in to Hungry Town. It's so hungry. Everybody loves it. I mean, the production in this city is insane, but production is not why we're doing this. That is not the cause for this city. No, it is housing, and I must continue to build housing wherever I can, damn it. Oh, please stop sending units via the sea. This is painful. I've killed so many of you now. Oh, so now that I've got chemistry, it's not anything to do with the research lab that I'm excited about. No. It's that I can finally build these mountain tunnels. Oh my goodness. I've been meaning to do this for so long now. Oh, mountain tunnels are just so essential. I couldn't actually connect up all of these areas. I think I should be able to do it now. If I just get you actually to come back to this side of the mountain pass. Thank you very much. I've got my other military engineers who are doing fine work actually. Did I just do that? Did I just misclick? Where's that now? That is railroad now. Good. Phew. Right, keep on doing it. In fact, actually build a mountain tunnel to there. That is wonderful. Oh, that works even better. Just keep on plundering. This is all wonderful, and pillaging as well. Okay, 8,000 gold now. We're almost up. We're getting through to the good engineers now. I am getting well over double culture per turn at the moment. Capitalism said it had 2 turns to do comfortably, but no, that was a decent pickup for me. Right, Hungry Town is looking good. Let's get in the shopping mall. That'll give me extra amenities in this city. Lovely, and I'm so close to being able to afford this engineer now. Like, as I say, I can put more amenities, more appeal I should say, into Hungry Town. There we go, I've pillaged enough. Buy him in. Lovely. Okay, Tesla. No, Tesla's not who I want. Tesla is not who I want. Okay. None of them have come up though. As I said, we're waiting for the engineers that give us more amenities. Those are the ones I want. The appeal of the city is now rising. Look at that, almost breathtaking everywhere. Hungry Town is just a breathtaking place to be. I think we can all agree on that. That's lovely. Look at these trade routes as well to Auckland. You can see it's going all the way through my nation. It's an amazing route. I love it. In fact, it's not actually showing us the route. It's too complicated a route to map out exactly. But, I mean, all the way to Lisbon now? Oh, that's nice. That's nice indeed. Factory is done. Oh yeah. Uruk is unable to build. Just looking for places it could build an industrial zone closer to my capital. Don't actually own that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, technically Damascus. Oh no, Damascus is 1 tile away. Never mind. And there is combined arms. Okay. It's a good thing that's come when it has, actually. I'll show you why in a second. But reformer coinage, I believe, is still going to get me a lot more gold, so we'll do that. I like the idea that no one can plunder my trade routes as well. Hungry Town is the most important town. Still not winning a culture victory, but Mali has just researched rocketry, which is a little bit worrying. Not a huge amount worrying, but just a little, just a snippet of worry. Just a tiny little fraction of worry, because I just need to go and nip that in the bud, I think. Look at all these city-state routes that my capital can get. I'm just... Oh, 31 gold per turn? Yes, please. Thank you very much. 168 food coming in per turn. That's good, because I only need probably about 250 food per turn to grow. So I'm guaranteed a 2-turn growth at the moment. That's good. I like that. Oh, thank God. Look, I'm finally getting this tile. This one has been in between Calcutta and my capital for so long. I've been deliberately avoiding getting as much culture into Calcutta as I can. I think I've just about pulled that one off. Oh, that would be a good national park if I can pick that one up. Oh, a nuclear submarine. A nuclear submarine, Mali? Oh dear. Right, that's he's a little bit concerning. Just again, a touch concerning. We're not going to be too worried about it. Attack ineffective from my caravan. Oh dear. Right, fine. You just need to give yourself a bit more health. That's not good. I don't like ineffective attacks at all. What I do like, however, is trade routes that just happen to give me 1,118 gold per turn. Or gold. I keep saying per turn. It's weird that. Like, my brain is like, oh, it must be per turn, but clearly it's not. Aha, Mali fell for the trick. I managed to stick a nuclear submarine, out of the city by putting a builder in it. That's, I think, really clever. Okay, now we've got diplomatic favour. I don't know how long that will last, but really I don't kind of want to get involved in stuff. The World's Fair will give me a diplomatic point if I join it, so I don't want to join it. Feels weird saying that, but we'll do that. I would like to, nobody's going to vote for me to lose points at the moment, but I'll just vote for myself once just so I can avoid doing that. I would, however, like growth. That's really important. 20% extra growth for me is fantastic, and communism, getting one of these is a good thing as well. So, extra growth for me, but -5 loyalty. I'm hoping people will go for that anyway, thinking about it. If I put 6 votes in both, yeah, I'm hoping people would vote for that anyway, because people don't like me and they like the -5 loyalty on my cities being a thing. So we'll see if we can get that through. Yes, autocracy gains a wildcard slot. Suleiman gains 2 diplomatic favour points. So let's just check and see how that's sort of weird. 6. Suleiman actually has 3 points now, so no one's even close to a diplomatic victory. That is brilliant. And in theory, look at this, 74% extra food growth in my capital at the moment. So, okay, now I should be able to take the city, which is pretty cool. Let's just do that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, to be honest. Again, I could raise it. That would limit Mali a little bit in terms of what they're doing. Although I think they're doing quite well regardless of what I do. But really, I could kind of use it as a staging point to kind of limit them a little bit here. Feels a little bit too early to be breaking through and chopping their empire into pieces. Let's keep that city for now. Actually, if that city rebels, I would not be too stressed about it. Let's just quickly stick that into there. I actually don't know if my cities will be loyal now that I've got the -5. Yeah, look, this one is not loyal anymore. That's mad, as is that one. So we're going to have a bit of a loyalty problem in some of my cities around my conquered territories, but this city is loyal. That's wonderful. It's got steel in it, so I don't actually need to build walls up, which is, again, useful. Its city range strength is, quite frankly, terrible. But I could get a battleship armada in, which I am going to do, because that thing gives me a bit more city strength. Yeah, look at that. We've got way better attack strength now. Look at this, though. Econ mass, it gives me 120 extra gold per turn. Look at that. That's nice, but public transport's even better. Neighbourhoods with charming appeal give +3 food and +1 production. Breathtaking neighbourhoods are granted an additional +1 of each yield and extra gold. Yes, I've got loads of those in my capital, so that's pretty nice indeed. And I will treat myself to e-commerce, I think. That's pretty good. Anything else I need? Logistics, veterancy, international waters, total war. All of these things are pretty good for me, actually. So, as we do this, you can see Hungry Town. For whatever reason, I think because the policy card's disappeared, it's decided it's got no food anymore, but that is total rubbish, and you know it. Okay, I've got 228 food. How much do I need to actually grow? 260. I'm not far off being able to do one turn growth, so actually I'm going to flood a little bit of gold in to pick up some traders to see if we can pull this off. Especially because I'm actually just popping a couple more cities down on my own continent. Just purely because I can send more trade routes to them. Check out this frigate fleet as well. It's like 600 on a pillage and then added that another 1,200. God, these guys are making their money's worth. So don't forget, all of this food is increased by about 70%. So that's actually probably close to about 11 or 12 food per turn here. But that is an amazing food route. Oh, and then Manus is there. We've got Nippur. Okay, that's good. I mean, that one had a trade route already to it, so or like one of those little huts, so maybe I didn't want to do that. But 275 food per turn. We've also got 300 production per turn. That's pretty good, actually. Can't really complain about that. I can build some really impressive stuff, like in one turn. Each neighborhood is giving 4 food per turn. So building them does kind of make sense in the areas that I was going to anyway. So this tile, I was going to do it, so we'll just quickly build another one in there. Look at this, I'm proud of this. From Hungry Town, the railroad stretches all the way around my conquered Sumerian territories. I'm just now building it down to my 2 new cities. You can see it also stretches down to Calcutta and Mumbai. Up it comes through Kumasi, through to Damascus, all the way through my Arabian holdings, all the way into and around my Brazilian holdings. And now I actually have all my military engineers on the way to my new continent as well. I have so many railways. I have generated so much CO2 building these things, but I'm enjoying it. I love it. This is why I play the game. It's brilliant. Plus, no matter what I do, Mali just keeps flinging gold at me. And I just don't know how to get them to stop it. I don't know if I want them to stop. Quite frankly, it's brilliant. Keep on pillaging. Right, that means I can now afford to get Tesla in. Okay, good. We're still burning through these ones. Okay, no, this is a wonder building one. Actually, he'll use all of my gold if I use him, so maybe he's not the one I want, but he's only 8,000 gold per turn, so we'll just keep an eye on this. Just for a laugh, I'm actually going to get this one in. Last safe there. Great merchant points per turn for every bank, and great merchant points for every stock exchange, also for shipyards and seaports. I've got a lot of all of that stuff, like a huge amount of all of that stuff going. Saying that, priority has to be with my capital. If it's not improving my capital, then I don't need it. International Space Agency, I'm just going to pick that up quickly so I can run through the tree. That's 300 science per turn that's giving me, but as I say, if it's not improving the capital, I don't necessarily need it. So you know what, I will just hold off for now, but this is something to keep an eye on. There are some really good policy cards now beginning to spring up. Here we go. Here we go. 248 needed to grow a population, and I've got 266 coming in. Hungry Town is now reached the 1 growth per turn point. We're at turn 211. We're getting there. We are starting to rush through now. This is just amazing. Oh yeah. It's a great merchant. He grants 3 oil per turn and trade routes. Gain more gold. I mean, yeah, Rockefeller is definitely the sort of one I wanted. Absorb city-states into my empire. That's not great, but this one, Matthew Perry, I mean, apart from being fantastic in Friends, he also gives me envoys to become a suzerain with someone. That's amazing. We love that. Right, engineers being bought with faith. We like that. No! All of these engineers are the wrong engineers. I need the amenities ones. Why will you not appear? That is rude. I am not enjoying this. They need to sort themselves out. Go on, Rockefeller. Make me feel a bit better. And why are you... No, you said... Okay, food grade. Food is now 370 needed. Okay, and we're only on 270. So we need to keep on throwing food at our capital. But we're getting there. Look at this. 30 pop now. Okay, Mali wants peace. I need to think about this. Because we've got two competing things. On one hand, I do need to stop them from getting a science victory. On the other hand, if they stop growing in culture, then I'm going to start catching people up culturally, and I don't want to limit the game yet. So, to be fair, I'm quite happy just sticking in war with Mali. I'm getting a lot of gold from this. I'm not really... I mean, I'm fighting in their land. There's no threat to me or my empire, or more importantly, to Hungry Town. Hungry Town is very safe and very happy as all things go. So I think at the moment I might just stick around and see what I can do. Like, if I can just sort of rock about and really aggravate Mali and just annoy them, I don't see why I shouldn't stay here for a bit. I mean, it's just pillaging. All of this pillaging just gives me so much gold per turn. There's Goddard. You know what? If anything, I think I'm going to buy him just to stop Mali from getting him. Here we go. This is where we're getting good now. Jane Drew. This is 3 amenities in the city, plus 4 housing, and I get to use that twice, so it's 6 amenities and 8 housing. That, when combined with Hungry Town's majestic swelling belly, that's what we need. Don't you love it when you can just build the biosphere in 4 turns? Our capital's doing good, but don't forget, yes, these wonders are attractive, but it's not important. We are saving ourselves. We are saving ourselves. I need as many food and amenity building tiles as we can get, and you can see we're still growing. I'm still growing out. I've just got this national park option actually, so I'm just going to keep an eye on this and pick up a naturalist next turn probably. That sounds good to me. I've still got loads and loads of spies in this city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spies in this city now. That's producing a lot of entertainment amenities. Like, I only need 16 amenities at the moment, and I've got 25, and I haven't even dipped into luxury stuff. So far so good. This is doing very nicely for me. Come on, get some traders in. I love building railways. It's the best thing in the game. The fact that I can't build a railway through this natural wonder. I mean, yes, I know that Ikil is a beautiful formation of natural supremacy and glory, and isn't it beautiful? But I want to put a railway through it. Why can't I do that? Ugh. Like, does this game not get what I'm all about? I don't care for natural beauty. I care for railways and trains. I want to play Train Simulator. Why won't it let me? Yeah, I mean, Mansa Musa is risky because they've already got satellites. They're pushing it. If they start to shove things into space, I'm going to have to just come down on them pretty hard and pretty quickly and just leave them as a bit of a puppet state. But they're doing a delightful job on culture. They're really pushing the domestic tourist limit up, so I want to leave them alone for as long as I can. Maybe, I mean, what I could do is just kind of hold out for as long as I can on here. Maybe settle like a little one-tile city over here just to give it a little bit more pressure. And just sort of keep pinning them in. Look, they're building spaceports everywhere now. So I'm going to have to come down on them soon. I'm building some nice army. I've got aircraft carriers. I've just unlocked stealth tech, so I can come over and bomb from a very large distance away. That's very exciting. So yeah, ultimately I'm in a good place, but I just need to keep an eye on them. I just need to limit them. Oh yeah, I forget, because Magnus is in Hungry Town. Settling time. Do I want to switch governments? This is an interesting question. I don't know if I do, actually. I don't know if I do. Although I could go for synthetic technocracy, which gives me minus 10% tourism. That would help. The amenities in all cities of digital democracy and the culture is really interesting as well. But, I see, the thing is, having communism means I have access to the collectivization economic card, and that's giving me so much food as well as democratic legacy, so I don't know if I want to switch right now. I'm going to have to pick up environmentalism. Unfortunately, there's nothing else I can do. I'm going to have to take the hit, but, I mean, it's fine. Let me just see if I can find anyone to buy this epic from me. Yep, Germany will. They'll give me a pretty decent chunk for it as well. So that's pretty good. That helps. That just takes a little edge off it, especially because I'm about to build more national parks, because of course I am. Here we go. It's one more national park. Oh yeah, Hungry Town. It just swells. It swells uncontrollably. Isn't that just a disgusting word? Swell. Ugh. Oh yeah, artillery armies. I forget how powerful they are. Boom. Excellent. I actually don't want to be destroying too much here. I need to kind of keep Mali alive, which makes me think I need helicopters and I need to get myself pillaging units. Pillaging units are going to be very, very exciting. Here, let the canal. They actually just fixed the canal. Don't do that. One thing I'm a little bit disappointed about is that, yeah, Brazil and, you know, Arabia, they're all still in the game and it's all very exciting for them, but they're not settling. There's all kinds of space and islands out there for them to settle on. They're just kind of giving up. I mean, admittedly, if this was a multiplayer game, absolutely we would have given up by this point, but I wish they would just give it another try, you know? Get back in it. There's always hope, maybe. Oh, did you see that? 10 amenities in Hungry Town? It's not bad, is it? Again, still 0 luxuries. Oh yeah. Did they just get steel? Is that what's happened? Yeah, oh, Mali just got steel. That, I would consider to be pretty much rude. Luckily, I have jet bombers here now, which can pretty rapidly dismantle the walls alongside my battleships. Yeah, look at that. Don't do that. Never do that again. I disapprove of that treatment. I thought they'd be trying to sneak more trade routes out as well. 1,352. Very good indeed. You can see, as I say, Jane, she's on her way. I still need 16,000 gold to get her, but that's ridiculously only 6 turns away. That's not bad, really, is it? And the other thing I do need to consider, actually, is ski resorts. These things do actually give me an amenity. I don't want to build them everywhere, but I will build them in Hungry Town. It's the one place I can probably get away with it. As I say, amenities need to be kept to a minimum. Oh, sorry, tourism should be kept to a minimum, but that helps. Like 11 amenities now. Oh, yes. People keep stealing rocketry and things. Dear, oh dear. Who's unpowered? Why are you unpowered? Hassan's unpowered, quite frankly. I don't care. Gilgamesh has been defeated, Geneva, and unmet city-states. You know what? I, at some point, probably should have a little investigation over towards Germany, because I do believe they probably have taken at least one city-state out of the game. It's difficult to prove it, but I just get that suspicion that they're the sort of people that probably would have done that. Right, okay, good. Our city defense, with Victor involved, is pretty damn strong, actually. They keep attacking my artillery, but to no avail. To no avail. This encampment, however, that is more of a problem, so I am just going to quickly just, again, dismantle this as quickly as I can. Actually, that's pretty tough. And 425 tourism is not winning me the game at the moment. Minus 40% for different governments. Of course, being communist is actually helping to stop. Okay, so if the culture got too bad, I could switch to a tier 4 government, and actually that would help. These guys are fascist. Okay, so that's okay. That's good. It's funny, isn't it? Civ makes you think the weirdest things. It's like, oh yes, Mali, fascist. Oh, good. That's acceptable. It's like, is it acceptable? I don't know. Like, actually, I'm not even bothering to. I've got an artist and I've got Jane Austen here, the great writer. They just sat in my land. I could actually like pop them and then sell the stuff, but quite frankly, I just at the moment they're just sort of chilling. You know, they've written their books and they are enjoying retirement right now. I can't argue with that. Yeah, they're ready to capitulate. They keep offering me peace and 358 gold per turn, but no. Oh, they are actually building a satellite there. I think once they've gone to Mars, I think I'm just going to absolutely slap them down. That's the point. I'm going to just sort of flip and go, nope, you've gone too far now. This is beyond the point of acceptability for us and Ryan. Back to Timbuktu though. This time I have jet bombers. Oh, I love the range on those things. It's so good. Starting to settle some lovely new little cities as well, which is very entertaining. Let's, in fact, just get these harbours down. More trade routes equals more fun for me. Okay, the encampment is now dead. My battleships are just enjoying blowing all of these enemies to pieces. It's all going lovely. It's going absolutely swell. Matthew Perry. Okay, so he just steals a city-state. Basically, I want to pick one that I've got no chance of ever taking naturally. And actually, this city-state with the international domestic trade routes receive +1 faith for every follower of the city of your founded or majority religion. And you see, I don't know if actually that's going to work because I don't have a majority religion. Trading dome improvements are impressively good. Samarkand, would just give me more gold and it would actually steal an ally from Mali, which would be pretty cool. Zanzibar, I do kind of want that back, but I could steal that one back normally, I believe. That one's not too bad. Hanjadaro, cities have full housing from water as if they were next to a river. That would help. I think we've got to keep going for money though. So, Samarkand, where are you? Oh, here. Right, there you are. Okay, good. Right, you are actually... Do you have any coastal tiles? That is intriguing. I don't think you do. So maybe I can't even use them. No, it's got to be a coastal one. It has to be a coastal one. Okay, let's think again. I think it might have to be Muscat. Amenity in cities of commercial hub districts. That stacks. That stacks well. Muscat's here. Oh, and of course it doesn't have any flippin' naval tiles. Oh, right. One sec. Yeah, right, over here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to steal this and hope that we get more faith per turn. It's a bit of a gamble. I don't know if it's going to work, because I don't know if it's the whole majority religion thing, but we'll give it a good go, because if it does work, it's going to be insane for us. Also, can I just say I love this religious warfare? It's absolutely really, really good. I've got Buddhism and Zoroastrianism in my empire, but no followers of either, so I need these guys to do well and do some battling and get at least one follower in. That would be good. Come on, like you, for instance. Your apostle needs to come through quickly and go to Hungry Town. You have full permission to do that. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson and Salty Tech for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who's joining the community and making this place a fantastic space to be. Thank you guys, you keep me going.